Well, hello, welcome back to the channel. This is my part 2 follow-up to my fall Walmart preview video that I debuted very shortly ago. If you guys didn't catch that, Walmart invited me to come to their headquarters here in LA and get a sneak peek of their fall collection like months ago before it was ever put up on the site. That video is now live, so if you'd like to see that, I will link that down in the description box and in the cards so you can watch that one next. But today I am sharing some of the things that I went ahead and grabbed that I did not get to try on at that I saw on the website now that they're live and just needed to try and see for myself. So if you're interested in anything that I share today, all the Walmart products are going to pop up in this corner so you can shop them directly from the video. You'll also find the links to everything in the order that they appear down in the description box if that's a little easier for you, as well as my sizing information to help you gauge what size you might need. Let's get into what I ordered. If you did watch that previous Walmart video, then you saw that I tried on this exact pinstripe blazer in that video. So I don't want to go into that too much. But for those of you that didn't watch, this is such a cute blazer. It's from Scoop. It's an oversized, double-breasted pinstripe blazer. I am wearing this in a size small, and I think it runs true to size. It has just enough of that oversized vibe without like overwhelming my frame, which if you know me, then you know I don't really like my things to be like overly baggy and oversized because I just feel like I look frumpy and messy like that. Got a little bit of a shoulder pad in there, and it's just a nice like darker charcoal color. I think this also comes in a light gray, but again, I really like the darker version. If you've been looking for like a cool pinstriped blazer or suit, this is a really fun option because what I want to talk to you about are these pants. I did not see these when I went to the preview day, and I am obsessed with these. I don't know if you saw on the runways like last fall or even in the spring maybe, there was a lot of designers that showed like double-waisted pants. So you'd have like what would look like a pair of trousers or jeans with a regular waistband, and then underneath it would look like it was layered over another pair of pants. And so this pair of trousers is definitely giving that trend and that vibe. You can see it's got this little bit of white that pokes out of the top with a functioning drawstring, just to give these pinstripe wide leg trousers a little bit more of a funky, more street style sort of flair, which I really love. I think it's such a cool touch. Obviously, maybe not for everybody. Maybe you would want more of like a traditional pinstriped wide leg trouser, but I just think it looks super cool. They do have a little bit of pleating on the front of the leg, and I would say these fit really nice and wide leg. I know I've said it a million times on this channel probably, but I feel like I really struggle to find good wide leg pants because I'll find a pair of pants that fit me in the waist, and they fit mostly wide leg throughout my leg, but because I got like a booty and I have hips, they just tend to sort of fit too tight in that area, and so it doesn't give like that true wide leg look that I'm looking for. These definitely do. So these are a winner. They definitely are also on the long side as well. I don't think I've ever ordered a pair of pants from Scoop that I probably needed to get hemmed. I mean, they're not the end of the world. If I wore these with a little bit of a heel, it would absolutely be fine. So I'll probably leave them as is. But if you are shorter than me, which I am 5'7", FYI, you might find that these run kind of long. And I think they run pretty true to size. I wanted to style this in kind of a funky way. I pulled out this No Doubt t-shirt that I've had forever. It's kind of a baby tee style. Like I bought it to be very fitted because that was the style when I bought this shirt. And I think over time, more oversized t-shirts have been really popular, but I'm starting to see graphic baby tee style shirts come back into style. So I thought I would style that with this for something that's just kind of funky and more street style vibes. But obviously I think that you could also dress this suit up if you're going out somewhere a little nicer, or maybe you could even make it work for the office as well, even though it does have this weird drawstring thing. Like I think you can still make it work. So I think it'd be a very versatile little pair of separates to grab, and definitely very on trend for fall. This next dress is so cute. I am just a sucker for a shirt dress. I'll say that right off the bat. I have many in my closet and I continue to buy them because I just find that they are so wearable, and they look so classic too. This one in particular, I really loved because it has this sort of like striped pattern that kind of reminds me of like a menswear type of shirt. And so that's kind of why I was drawn to it. I love like a masculine feminine juxtaposition, and I feel like the shape of this is very feminine, but because the fabric is kind of giving menswear, it kind of balances it out, and that's what I really, really like. You can see the stripes are like a mix of like navy blue, white, green, and like a lighter blue. Love it. Now, I'm wearing this in a size small. I would say it definitely does run true to size. My only complaint is like in the arms, like in the back of the shoulders, it feels slightly restricted when I move, but the back of the dress has a little bit of elastic in it, so it is actually a little forgiving when it comes to buttoning it up. And then of course you have this little waist tie, so you can kind of adjust the waistline as you like. So if you want like a little extra breathing room, you probably could go up to a medium, or sorry, you probably could size up a size, just because you know you have the waist tie that can cinch everything in accordingly. The dress also has pockets, which is always a huge A plus in my book. And I love the little like shape of the skirt. It kind of has a little bit of a drop waist going on, even though it does have the waist tie at your natural waist. The actual like seam kind of drops a little bit lower, and then it has sort of an A-line skirt. So it's very flowy. It is lightweight. It is 100% cotton, as is most of the pieces from the brand Free Assembly, which I love. So yeah, I think a really cute piece to wear into the fall, and you could layer it with boots with a jacket over the top as it starts to get a little cooler outside. We have to talk about the shoes that I'm wearing because I am obsessed with these. They are from the brand Time and True, and you can see they've got all this lovely like hardware and buckles throughout the shoe, on the toe, across the top of the foot, and then around the ankle. But don't worry, they are easy to get in and out of thanks to the zipper on the back. And they have just a very slight little kind of chunky heel, so they're super easy to walk in. I also feel like they have a little bit of like padding in the sole. And even though they are pointed toe, I don't find them to be uncomfortable to wear. So I'm so excited about these. They're in this sort of like faux suede material, and this color is so rich. This beautiful burgundy color is beautiful for fall. But yeah, they do have memory foam. I am confirming that as I see the tag. They do, I think, also come in some other colors, but for me, it was all about this gorgeous, this burgundy sort of Merlot color. These are actually a really good dupe for a similar pair that Jeffrey Campbell makes that is obviously much more expensive. So I am kind of shocked that Time and True made something that was so cool and edgy. Like Time and True, I feel like is usually a brand that usually plays it pretty safe, but these are stunning, and I am so excited to wear these with so many fall outfits this season. Maybe not as fall appropriate, but when you live in LA, you know you're gonna be wearing sandals for a while. I finally caved and went ahead and bought a pair of thong kitten heel sandals. Y'all, I had a pair of thong kitten heel shoes probably when I was like 13. So I feel like I'm really going full circle here. The ones that I had when I was 13, I'm pretty sure were like a jelly, like rubber, plasticky material. These are kind of a faux leather, and I like them because they're just very simple in their design. The thong straps are nice and thin and very minimal. And then of course you've got that little kitten heel right there, which makes them super easy to walk in. I've worn these a couple times out. I wore them the other night for several hours, and they were very comfortable. Again, super affordable. And if you live somewhere warm like me, then you probably are going to be wearing sandals realistically, like into probably October. So I know that I'm going to get so much wear out of these. And, you know, I don't hate them. I used to be very against this, but I've warmed up to it. It's a nice, easy shoe that can kind of elevate a casual outfit really easily. And it's also a shoe that is super easy to wear with a more dressed up outfit that still does feel kind of dressy, but isn't super high and can kind of bring down the volume, if you will, on something that may be a little bit more dressy that you want to kind of tone down in some way. So that's why I really like these. And yeah, again, the price is definitely right. This top was a piece that I definitely spied at the little preview event, but I just didn't have enough time in my day to get to it. I feel like I tried on so much stuff and I like looked at the time and had to leave. But I am obsessed with this little denim, like abstract animal print, olive green like collection, if you will, that Scoop has this fall. They've got this top, they have matching jeans, and they have a matching jacket, which I don't know if I cut it out of my preview video because it wasn't available on the site at the time, but they just look so cool. And especially if you wore it all together at the same time, I feel like it would be such a cool street style look. But I had to try this top because I love a little baby doll top. This is giving the whole like 2000s, the cute going out top. If any of you all remember that, I think the cute going out top might be making a comeback. I hope it does because I missed her. But this has, like I said, kind of a baby doll aspect where, you know, it's fitted around the chest and then it just kind of like flares out completely from there. So it's great if you want a cute top that like shows off the girls, but then if you had a burrito for lunch and you're really feeling it, you can hide it completely with this shirt, which I think is so cool. The straps on this are adjustable, which is awesome. And I think it allows for you to not have to wear a bra with this. Like I am not wearing a bra. I am not a person that usually goes braless, but because you can get the straps to be nice and tight to your liking, it provides some lift, it provides some support. And I don't know. The girls look good, and it's a really cute top. It's comfortable on, and it's in a really fun and interesting pattern. I'm wearing a size small. It is true to size, and also it does have some smocking right at the top and the back of it, so it does have a little bit of forgiveness there too, so that you're not like, you know, so it's not like super tight around your rib cage, which is fantastic. But I can't recommend this top enough. Get it while it lasts because I feel like this is a piece that's going to sell out quick. Now, I don't know if I just have a weirdly shaped body or if these jeans are just made crazy, but these are a pair of barrel jeans. There's going to be another pair of them in this video, so if you're not into barrel jeans, don't come for me. I'm kind of enjoying them. I like the style of these. First of all, let's start with the positive. I like these barrel jeans because they're not like an overwhelming barrel shape. So if you've been kind of on the fence or unsure about if you want to try the silhouette of the barrel jean, but you just couldn't really decide, these are great in theory because they're not super insanely exaggerated in their barrelness. They kind of have just a cool little like wide leg shape to them. They're a nice dark indigo denim wash, so they feel like a little bit more classic. And I like where they hit on the leg. They're a little bit cropped, so they hit me right at the ankle, which I think is very flattering with this shape and also great to show off your shoes, which by the way, wearing those little sandals that I just talked to you about though. That being said, let's talk about the cons. Let me just lift up this shirt a little bit so that you can see how strangely these fit in the waist. It's like they fit everywhere that they're supposed to fit. And then all around my waist, they're just like clearance. Like not anywhere does the denim touch my skin. It's very bizarre. So needless to say, I will not be keeping these because they look crazy. I would have to wear a belt every single time I wore these to even attempt to make them look right. So yeah, I just don't know if this is like weirdly constructed or if you're someone who's curvier, if like these are going to give you like a difficult time. Maybe I could pull them lower. I don't know. They just, no matter what I try to do with them, they fit weird. So I don't know. Size 6 shouldn't fit me that big in the waist. I just think that's a little crazy. I'm not sure what to say about that, but yeah, these will be going back. We also have to talk about the handbag that I have in this outfit because this is another big surprise from Time and True. They're really killing it with their accessories, the shoes and the bags. But is this not stunning? And it is such a good little like inspired by bag for the Bottega Veneta bag that has a lot of similar features. Obviously, if you know what you're looking at, this isn't going to fool anyone, but it definitely has, like I said, a lot of similar qualities, very similar style top handle. You've got the little hardware that goes across the center that does feature somewhat of a little knot design. Although, you know, this hardware doesn't look anything like the Bottega one. You have a back zipper on the outside of the back, which does not exist in the Bottega one. And then you have a little snap closure right here to hold the bag shut, and inside it's nice and roomy. And of course, you know that this is faux leather, but it doesn't look too bad, honestly. And for the price point, it's pretty shocking. And I love the size. It's a great like carry-all everyday bag that I feel like you will get so much use out of. It looks nice enough for the office or a little bit more dressed up outfit, but you could also just throw this on with like a t-shirt and jeans and some sneakers, and this would sort of give the look a little bit more of a polish. Not to mention it also has an adjustable longer crossbody strap if you prefer to carry it on your shoulder or crossbody. So this is such a good little find. I am shocked. And there are some other great little Bottega looking dupes that Time and True has this fall that I saw during the Walmart preview that hopefully are live on the site now as this video goes up, that I will also link down in the description box, some fun little wallets and little smaller bags that you should definitely check out if you're looking for like a look for less for Bottega Veneta. But I'm impressed. Feels nice, looks good, and feels nice and supple and buttery smooth. I feel like the theme of this haul is like denim and stripes and blue in general, because there's a lot of that going on. But this outfit I think is really fun. So let's break it down piece by piece. First of all, let's talk about the t-shirt that I'm wearing underneath this. This is from Scoop. I did try this on at the Walmart preview the other day, but I tried it on in like an XXL. And if you saw that video, then you saw it was like nice and loose and blousy. This t-shirt is actually very much meant to be a baby tee, like I kind of talked about earlier. Those are coming back. So it's meant to be tight. It's very stretchy, probably has some spandex in it or elastane in there. I didn't really look at the fabric breakdown, but I'm going to just take a gander at that. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like I've been wearing loose and baggy t-shirts for so long at this point that to put on something that's skin tight, though I did used to wear t-shirts that way a long time ago, I feel like it just looks weird and I feel a little constrained. So I'm not sure if it's for me. Let me know in the comments. Do you like your t-shirts to be like fitted tight, or do you like them to be at least a little bit loose, if not oversized? I would love to hear what you guys think. If you do want like just a nice like basic white tee, this is a great t-shirt. I loved it when I tried it on the XXL or the XL, whatever it was. It was like perfectly baggy. So size up a couple sizes and you're gonna get the fit that you're looking for if that's how you like it. Now, this blazer is another pinstripe blazer, but this one is from Free Assembly. And I like this blazer a lot with this outfit, though if I had to choose between this one and the gray one, I'm going to pick the gray one. And the reason why is because I think the shape of the gray one is like a little bit longer, it's more boxy, more oversized, it's got like the bigger shoulder pads, it's just more my vibe. This one I feel like is kind of giving like corporate office job, which is not bad, but because it is like single breasted and it is like it hits right at the top of the hips rather than like the bottom of the hips that the lower one did, it just feels like that more traditional blazer. Now, that being said, single-breasted blazers are definitely making a comeback. So it's not like there's not space for this style of blazer. It's just not really what I'm gravitating towards right now. But other than that, the fit of it is really nice. It feels really, really soft. And it's just a good little classic looking navy pinstripe blazer. You really can't go wrong with that. So if you are into this blazer shape, then highly recommend. Moving on to these jeans, I told you guys there was going to be another pair of barrel jeans in this, and these, while the other ones were like very subtle barrel jeans, these are exaggerated barrel jeans, and you can see that they've got like that two-tone look going. So there's a panel of darker wash denim on the side of the leg, and then the rest of the leg is this lighter wash denim. They are, again, like really, really big, and I kind of like these because although they do have that barrel shape, they look more like a good wide leg, like exaggerated wide leg jean more than anything else to me. They also fit much better in the waist. Like they actually fit properly. They're not like weirdly gaping everywhere around my waist. And the length of them is great. It hits at the perfect spot for me. Like I said, I'm 5'7", and there's just a little bit of puddling there, just the right length to where I can wear it with sneakers, but I also can wear it like you see in the cutaway. I'm wearing it with these like platform sandals, so they can work both ways. It's a nice, soft denim. It has like a little bit of stretch to it, so it is a little bit forgiving, but they are so wide that like, you don't really need like a whole lot of stretch, but they do feel really comfortable on. So that is one huge plus about these. Let me know, are you still anti-barrel jeans? Like, will you refuse to ever do it, or do you wear them, or are they starting to grow on you? I would love to know. Are you ready for a denim on denim look? Because here we go, Canadian tuxedo time. I picked up this top from Scoop because it kind of looked like something that you might find on Cezanne, which I love that brand and I love all their clothes, but they can be a little pricey. So this is just, I don't know, it gave me Cezanne vibes, and that's why I decided to go for it. I believe I am wearing this in a small. It is very blousy, I will say. It has a lot of room to go around. The sleeves are a lot more dramatic than I thought they were going to be, which I love. I love a good drama in a sleeve, but the cuffs are nice and fitted. So if you're like at the table and you're reaching across the table, you should be able to do it without too much incident, which is one thing that I cannot stand about sleeves that are like bell sleeves. They just get in everything, especially food wise. This shirt I think also comes in, I think, a darker wash denim, maybe a black denim. I think there's another color, but the denim one I thought was so cute. Could go with jeans like I'm doing right now. Canadian tuxedo would also look super cute with black pants. So I think it's a very versatile shirt, something that's different and interesting. I'm always looking to add more like cute blouses to my wardrobe because otherwise I think I start reaching for t-shirts too much. So this is like a good alternative to that just feels a little bit more polished and put together than just reaching for a t-shirt. So yeah, I like this. Cute little denim top, can't go wrong. A denim on denim look is definitely still trending right now. Threw it on with these big old wide leg barrel jeans and these super cute little Bordeaux colored shoes from earlier that I just cannot get enough of. I need to know in the comments which outfit from today's video was your favorite. And if you didn't see the video where I like previewed a lot of the other pieces for Walmart's fall fashion collections at their headquarters, you definitely want to check that out. It's a little different, but it's kind of fun. So I'll put that right here. If you're interested, go check that out next. If you're not already a subscriber, I would absolutely love it if you would consider hitting that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I'll see you over on this video next, but if not, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.